I'm so tired. I don't even know why. We didn't stay up that late.
Well, Christmas was like New Year's night. Well, I gotta at least go out and be.
Starbucks, today you have the honor of giving my daily dirt into my body.
About when I was a little kid. That was the thing that happened a lot, right?
He got him on his heels.
All right, it's not even 9:30. I'm on the road already. Should be back just before 12:30. I'm going to skip breakfast, skip my morning evacuation, and head straight home. This was a fun little excursion. I got what I came for, heading home. Alrighty, I'm back home. That drive gets easier every time. I have a class tonight, some video work I need to get done, and I need to prepare for my trip tomorrow. Got a photo shoot there. Should be a good day. Topic for today's podcast is going to be fear, and specifically I want to talk about the fear of missing out. We miss out on 99.9% of everything that happens. Like when you take into account everything that happens in human experience, what we experience as a person, we miss out on everything. So when you look at things from that perspective, fear of missed opportunities and fear of making the wrong decision becomes almost inconsequential, because whatever decision you make is a decision not to do something else. Even if you're like, oh, I wish I had just done A instead of B, you still missed out on C, D, E, F, G, and you have no idea if those were even better than A or B. So the moral of the story is, we got nothing to fear. Growing up and maturing is basically dropping fear about anything. There's really nothing to fear because we were dead way before we were born, and we're gonna be dead way after we're gone. If there's one cliche that's really true, it's that there is nothing to fear. Nothing. Welcome to the Revel Podcast.
Well, since it's definitely going to.
Death is going to happen. Yeah, death is definitely going to happen. So shouldn't that be something we immediately, just accept and okay, that's good. I'm going to die. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Good.
Now get that out of the way. I don't have to think about that anymore because it's definitely going to happen. What it really ought to do, instead of being something that you're so scared of, is be the thing that goes, oh, well, I need to take advantage of the time that I do have.
Good podcast. Time to get dressed for class. I feel not bad. Ooh. So there's this social psychology thing. Whenever there's other people who could take care of a problem, we're less likely to take care of the problem ourselves. Here's a specific example. Whenever my mom's at home, I start to lose the ability to feed myself. because whenever she's there, she cooks really good food. And then instead of just going to get my own food and taking care of myself, I'm just like, I hope that she's cooked something. And if she hasn't cooked anything, then I'm just screwed. So today I'm taking matters into my own hands and I'm making myself dinner. Actually, the specific example where I learned that from is kind of scary. Somebody was getting attacked on the street, and then like 10 people in their homes didn't call the police because they thought somebody else was going to call the police. Although I heard there's more details to that story, and that it's not as simple as it seems. I don't know. In any case, if you have a chance to take action, go ahead and take action. In fact, if you've seen the first episode of Lost, you remember how at the beginning, Jack is running around helping people, and some people are just screaming, being helpless? After watching that episode, I decided that I would be a person helping people. So if I'm ever in a plane crash or other similar type of incident, I'll be out there helping people. That's the plan anyway. I just filled up my entire tank for $16.89. That is way too cheap for a non-renewable resource. And I use way too much gas. I was just explaining to the vlog that whenever you're home and there's a possibility of you cooking, then I always just wait for you to cook. And I said, no, not today. I'm not gonna be helpless. So I bought groceries, I'm gonna cook my dinner, and it's not gonna take 100 years either. It's 8:34 right now, let's do this. I knew this was possible. It took 15 minutes, and I've got a real dinner. A satisfying real dinner. Not a bunch of scraps like a dog. Eating like a dog.
How'd it turn out?
Oh, great.
It smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
Should be able to fix a dinner and don't. That's the problem.
That was a great dinner. I need to get all my equipment ready for tomorrow. I know one thing for sure is that I will not be deleting any pictures until I'm for sure that I have at least 2 copies of them backed up. We're not going to have a repeat. We'll just leave that unfolded.